Hey everyone, welcome to Diapers and Doctorates, where we do the most and we accomplish absolutely everything. In today's video, I am going to be talking to you guys about how to stay focused. And I don't know about y'all, but doing the most and accomplishing absolutely everything, it's really hard to stay focused. So without further ado, let's jump right into this video. So for me, one of the best things to keep in mind is beginning with the end in mind. When you begin with the end in mind, it's better, it's a lot easier for you to figure out what your goals are and to actually achieve those goals. So begin with the end in mind. Always consider just how am I going to feel later? Am I going to feel like this is something that's helpful for me to watch TV right now? Is it helpful for me to not get things done, right? I want to make sure that I'm focused on my goals. So start with the end in mind, and that helps you stay focused. All right, you guys, so the next thing that really helps me is just having really great brainstorming sessions. But most of the time for me, listening to music, that really helps, and also just reading other articles, that really gets my creative juices flowing. And sometimes you really just have to jump into the material. You have to read some articles and just kind of brainstorm around those articles to really figure out what you want to do and how you can focus on the topic at hand. One exercise that's great is mind mapping. That's something that is outlined in a lot of public speaking books. I know for a fact it's outlined in the one that we use, and I actually find that brainstorming or mind mapping or doing a topic analysis or an interest chart, that really does help you stay focused and get everything you need to do done, specifically when you're lesson planning or when you are creating a presentation or even writing an essay. So make sure that you take the time to brainstorm, because it's a really important process in getting your presentation or your essay or just your overall work done. Take time to brainstorm. So the next thing, I would say to create a really good space for you to study, some place in your home, or even at the library. If that's a really good place for you, then do that. I like to study in quiet, but I like to study at home. I'm not very good working at the library because there are other people around. I get antsy. I feel like I'm just not comfortable. So I do have to be comfortable, but I also have to be able to move around and be free. And I just don't work well at the library. Other people work really well at the library because they may have a bunch of brothers and sisters or a bunch of kids or a lot of distractions. I find that working at home but finding a quiet space really helps. It's difficult for me to work when my son is up. It's difficult when my husband is in the same room working with me. Even though we started dating while we were in divinity school and we studied together, I knew then we have two different methods of studying. And so for me, studying in a really quiet space is great. Sometimes I can listen to jazz music and I can listen to classical if I'm refining something, but actually writing and getting deep into something, I really have to have quiet. Now, I will tell you this though, having a kid and having a husband, and especially the older my son gets, the less quiet time I actually have. So I have found that, it's not really possible and I have to work through it. But find a space that's going to work best for you so that you can get the most done because you'll be focused. So that's one of the ways that I keep focused, is finding a really great space for me to work. All right, and last but not least, one of the things you can do is connect with your peers, other students that you might be in the program with, and maybe you guys can set up a study group or a writing group. Another thing you can do is meet up with your advisor or any mentors. Ask them about best practices. My advisor actually has his own writing group, and some of my fellow students have writing groups as well that we go to. We'll go to the coffee shop and we'll write maybe for like 45 minutes and then take a 15-minute break, and we'll talk, we'll chat, and then we're like, okay, time to get back to work. And then once we've done that for about 3 cycles or so, we find that we're so motivated to get more done, and we're so happy with the progress that we've made. And then we come back and we do more. So writing groups, writing circles, advice from mentors and advisors, that really helps. Obviously, making goals for yourself and having your advisor kind of push you toward those goals, that helps too. It helps me to have folks around me keeping me accountable for what I need to do or what I set out to do. Not that I can't do it on my own, but it just kind of creates community, and that's what this community is for. I hope I have been encouraging you guys with some of the videos I've been putting out. Make sure you give me some tips on what videos you'd like to see, or even what keeps you focused. How do you create a space at home or at school, in the library? What do you do to stay motivated, but more importantly, to stay focused on your work? So without further ado, you guys, I hope you guys are staying focused. I hope these videos have been a little bit of a respite maybe for you, but more importantly, have encouraged you. Until next time, make sure you give this video a thumbs up, and I'll see you around at Diapers and Doctorates, where we accomplish everything. But really, we just do the most, because I forgot that was my tagline. All right, you guys. I'm gonna be out.
That's alright, y'all. You better know I'm an academic thug. Yeah.
Thanks so much for tuning in, you guys. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, and comment below for other video ideas. And until next time, at Diapers and Doctorates, where we do the most and we accomplish absolutely everything, stay blessed.